When Dr. Jackie Walters, Dr. Heavenly Kimes, Quad Webb, Toya Bush Harris, Dr. Simone Whitmore Letitia, Sweet Tea Lunsford, Dr. Contessa Metcalf, and Dr. Mimi Sanders gathered in New York City for the Married to Medicine reunion. They hashed out the season 11 drama while working through some new conflicts as well. Naturally, host Andy Cohen had some powerful advice along the way. While viewers saw Sweet Tea and Quad have a heated back and forth during Part 1, which aired on March 23, what wasn't shown was Andy stepping in to offer some guidance. As the two continued to make their points known, Andy attempted to get their attention, declaring in an unaired moment, "It's cool to finish a read and be done." Below, find out what else didn't make it to air during the reunion taping. As Andy got settled in his chair for the day, he tested his mic and took a few selfies. When Dr. Jackie took her seat on the couch next to him, Andy showed her a photo of his son Ben, noting the 6-year-old had cut his own hair and now has a buzz cut. When Dr. Simone walked out and sat on the couch, Andy noted he missed her. Dr. Heavenly then arrived to the set wearing slippers before swapping them for her Jimmy Choo heels. As Toya walked out, Andy called her Sophie Couture dress insane and asked, "Have we tested this sitting down?" Just before filming started at close to 12 p.m., Andy noted Dr. Heavenly was quiet. In response, she stated, "I have sums to say, and I'm gonna say it." She then asked for a Coca-Cola before the taping commenced. After final glam touch-ups took place, Andy took photos of the ladies on each of the 2 couches. After some intense drama, there was a break for lunch. Dr. Heavenly asked for her slippers to change into, and Andy chatted with members of the crew. Meanwhile, several cast members took their official reunion looks photos. When the group came back together on the couches after eating, Dr. Contessa opened up about her friendship with Dr. Britton Cole from Married to Medicine Los Angeles. The cast of Married to Medicine, Dr. Jacqueline Walters, Dr. Simone Whitmore, Dr. Heavenly Kimes, Toya Bush Harris, Quad Webb, Phaedra Parks, Esquire, Letitia Lunsford, Dr. Contessa Metcalf, and Dr. Mimi Sanders at the Season 11 reunion with Andy Cohen. Photo, Bravo. While the Married to Medicine cast was filming their own memorable reunion, Andy took a moment to give credit to another franchise during a break. "I don't know who here watches The Real Housewives of Potomac. The reunion is the best reunion we've ever done," he said. "It is f***ing funny." He also later gave a shout-out to RHOP alum Candiace Dillard Bassett, declaring, "You know whose album is good? Candiace. She has 3 songs that I think are really great." Andy Cohen reveals the cosmetic procedure he just had done for the first time. Sweet Tea gives update on starting a family with Dr. Gregory after 2 failed attempts at IUI. See who got called out for insulting Andy at the Married to Medicine reunion. What the F? When Dr. Mimi arrived to set at around 4:45 p.m., the rest of the ladies praised her stunning dress, designed by Nneka C. Alexander of Brides by Nona. As the next segment started taping, Dr. Mimi's husband, Steve Sanders, was proudly taking photos and videos of her backstage. As the husbands and partners took their seats for the next segment, seen in Part 2, which aired on March 30, Andy chatted with the men. Welcoming Steve to his first reunion, he asked what the former NFL pro thought of Travis Kelce's buzzed-about suit as he arrived at the Super Bowl. The two went on to talk about Steve's football career before filming started again. As the reunion wrapped up on a positive note during Part 3, which aired on April 6, Andy noted the champagne they were given for a toast was very cold. While taking a group photo after filming wrapped, Quad and Simone, who worked through drama earlier in the day, embraced with title, A Declaration of Change, Andy's moment with Quad, and Sweet Tea ***. In the small, vibrant confines of the Atlanta Garden, a place that had witnessed both tears and laughter, heartaches and triumphs, a reunion was brewing. Sunlight dripped effortlessly through the leaves of ancient oaks, casting playful patterns on the ground as the air hummed with anticipation. Today was not just any reunion, it was an opportunity for healing, growth, and a declaration that would ripple through the hearts of those who gathered. Andy, the group's charismatic leader and host, had conjured up this moment under the guise of a casual get-together. He knew better than anyone how the weight of unspoken words could crush even the closest of friendships. His eyes danced with purpose as he adjusted his chair facing Quad and Sweet Tea, the two women whose tumultuous friendship had both intrigued and perplexed their circle. "Ladies, thank you for joining me on this beautiful day," Andy began, his voice steady yet inviting. "There's something special about a reunion. It's a chance to reflect on who we were, who we are, and who we aspire to be. And I think we can all agree change is overdue." Sweet Tea, known for her vibrant personality and contagious laughter, stirred in her seat. She was sipping gingerly from a glass of sweet tea, a nod to her namesake, though today it was more than a refreshing drink. It was a reminder of comfort and home. Her eyes narrowed playfully, but a flicker of seriousness cut through. "What's brewing in that brilliant mind of yours, Andy?" Quad, elegant and poised, leaned forward. "Yes, do share. We've had enough frivolity. What's this about change?" Andy took a deep breath, feeling the weight of his words. "I know there have been rifts between you two. The drama, the misunderstandings, it's all part of the ride, but it's draining. We've all been stuck in this cycle, and frankly, it's exhausting." Both women exchanged glances, the air thickening with an awkward tension. They had been through the ringer together, torn apart by petty squabbles, ambitions, and miscommunication. The shared history was like a well-read book. They knew every line, but perhaps not the true essence within them. "I've come to realize something during my travels, something profound," Andy continued, his voice rising with emotion. "We're all guilty of holding onto grievances, of letting the past dictate our present behavior. But, ladies, it's time we redefine our story." The sun glimmered through the leaves, casting a warm glow over the trio. Sweet Tea set her glass down, her usual playful demeanor replaced by genuine curiosity. "What do you propose, Andy?" "I propose a fresh start," he declared, a fire igniting within him. "What if, instead of revisiting the often painful history, we looked at what brought us joy? What if we focused on rekindling the connection that drew us together?" Her expression softening spoke next. "I've always valued our friendship, but I can't ignore the hurt we've caused each other. Is it really possible to move past all that?" "This is where honesty comes in," Andy replied. "We can't sweep our pain under the rug. We must name it, address it, and then create a pact to rise above. And, quite frankly, I think Sweet Tea and you want to let go as much as I do." "Absolutely," Sweet Tea chimed in, her voice infused with newfound certainty. "I don't want our history to define us. But how do we go about this?" "Clear communication," Andy stated firmly, "is key. Share what has hurt you, what you need, not just to each other, but with the group. The bond we share deserves that much." As he spoke, inspiration ignited in the room like fireflies in the dusk, illuminating the possibilities for their future. Sweet Tea, feeling the surge of hope, opened her heart. "You know, Quad, I felt overshadowed at times. I wanted to shine too, but it often felt like a competition rather than support." Quad appeared taken aback. "I never realized you felt that way. I thought we were pushing each other to be better." "Sometimes being better meant walking on eggshells," Sweet Tea replied, her voice trembling slightly. "But I don't want that anymore. I want us to thrive together." "A powerful declaration, indeed," Andy interjected, a proud smile stretching across his face. "Acknowledging pain is the first step to liberation. And now it's your turn, Quad." Quad pondered for a moment, the weight of her words hanging in the air. "I often felt like I had to be perfect to prove my worth. I thought that if I didn't maintain that image, I'd lose our friendship. It's suffocating." Tears glistened in her eyes, and Sweet Tea reached out, offering a gesture of understanding. No one should be afraid to be their authentic self amongst friends, Andy said, nodding emphatically. Embrace your imperfections. They make you human, relatable. Together, we can create an environment where vulnerability is celebrated, not shunned. Their dialogue was transforming, shifting from resentment to bridge building. What had once been a battlefield of unexpressed feelings was now becoming fertile ground for growth. Let's make a pact, Andy proposed, his voice tinged with resolve. Starting today, let's hold monthly check-ins, no judgments, only honesty. We will celebrate our triumphs and air our grievances openly. Sweet Tea, her heart swelling with relief, clasped her hands together. I love that. It's about accountability and love. Yes, Quad echoed, her voice firm with conviction. And I'm ready to put the past behind and nurture a friendship worth having. With that, the air around them shimmered with the promise of change. They embraced, not as foes managing a truce, but as allies embarking on a journey towards understanding, healing, and camaraderie. In that moment, Andy knew they were not only rewriting their story, but weaving a tapestry of loyalty and trust that could withstand the tests of time. The path ahead might hold challenges, but they were ready, perhaps for the first time, to face them together, arms linked, hearts open, and spirits soaring. As laughter echoed through the garden, Sweet Tea glasses clinked together, a toast to new beginnings and powerful declarations of renewed friendships.